I've been planning this show for at least 15 seconds. And I got to tell you, it's turning out to be a pretty good show in my head. Hopefully it translates into something that you're going to want to stick around for an hour. We got a great show planned for you. We're going to take you through a little of the baits today. I'm going to tell you a little bit about what's new at the store. We're going to talk with Max as always. I got a great guest for you guys today. I don't even know if Max knows about it or who it is, but I'm going to keep that a secret for a little bit. We're going to go back and forth with some questions, and I'm probably going to give away some stuff at the end because my office is starting to get filled. You know, it's really interesting for me. As a guy working in the fishing industry, I get stuff sent to me all the time. And it's amazing that I can't seem to give it away to my friends. Like, it's amazing for, again, like, I work in the fishing industry and none of my friends fish. It's so weird. Now, if I worked in the golf industry and I had tons of golf clubs and golf balls, I mean, they'd be probably stealing it from my garage. But I work in fishing and can't give this stuff away. So I got a garage full of stuff. So anyway, it's just something that plagues me. And then every few months, you know, my girlfriend comes to me and she reminds me that my house is not a warehouse and that I need to move some stuff out. So I'm going to try and get rid of some of this stuff today. So let's go right in. Let's jump right in. If you guys have questions in today's show, please make sure you put them down below. If you highlight them, like there's some new thing. I'm talking, just so you guys know, I'm leaning over and I'm talking to Jared, who runs my podcast. So there's something called a highlighted, like you pay $1.99 or you pay $5 or something, and they'll highlight the comment so that you see it.
Right.
And I didn't know about it until I was on Burley's podcast a couple days ago. I was on Burley's Burley had his podcast last week, and I was like, "Oh, what is this?" So I donated $5, and and I guess something happens, and I don't know. I just found it really interesting that they're putting in all these ways for you now to support your favorite YouTubers. Aren't they getting paid just to have a channel anyway? I don't know. So listen, enough about me. You know, if you guys haven't heard, this month is Strike King and BioBait. It's arguably one of the best boxes we've ever put out the door. Now, why is it in a bag? No, I'm not shipping it to you in a bag. I'm shipping it to you in the box. This is the last month for the box. Next month, every regional pro series box and national series box, I guess I got to stop saying box. It's basically a bag. We're going to send you reusable bait bags. And, you know, all of our competitors, they send this stuff out or they sell them for like $10, $20. I'm going to give it to you for free. I'm just going to put all your baits in it, drop it into a poly mailer, and ship it out to you. I think what it does is we're being a little friendlier to the planet because those boxes, they just end up in the junk. And these are reusable and they provide a value. And so if you're one of those super organized anglers, you're going to be able to get one of these. You write whatever you want on the contents. You can organize all your soft plastics. I think you guys are going to really appreciate this, and it's going to be something that you're going to get a lot more value. So there's a handful of these Strike King BioBait boxes remaining. If you're hoping to get one and you haven't got one yet, go sign up today. Use promo code SAVE10 and I'll save you $10. There's like, I don't know, $50 worth of Strike King and BioBait in here. No sample packs. It's a great box. What else do I need to share with you? Little change to next month's box. So next month we were planning to have the Alex Rudd edition crankbaits. You know, we had it all ready. We even had some cool stickers made for Alex Rudd. I don't know if you guys can see that, but you know, we had the Rudweiser stickers made for Alex. There's a delay in shipping on some of these, so I've only got a handful of them in the store. We're gonna make towards the end of this show, or maybe later on next week, I'll put together a code so you guys can hook these up. These are a 1.5 silent square bill that we collaborated with Alex Rudd to create, and Messer for 4 custom patterns. Those are going to be coming up next week. And then 2 other things, and maybe we'll I got next month's box sitting right here. Maybe we'll go through it and we'll wait for our guest. But I got one other thing to show you guys. I am working on bringing in glide baits and swim baits so that you guys, you know, a lot of boxes don't really offer those things. But I was able to work a deal with Chase Baits to hook you guys up. I don't know if you guys can see that. This is their Chase Baits prop duster. It's a glide bait. These things sell on Tackle Warehouse for $24 to $29. I got a limited supply of them. I'm gonna hook you guys up. If you guys want to get one of these today, I'm gonna give you a 50% off coupon. So hurry up, grab your pens. I'll wait. All right, great. You got a pen? I'm gonna write this down. The code is PROP50, PROP50. I'll give you one of these for 50% off. No limit. Buy as many as you want. 50% off. These are not discontinued. These are not overstocked. These are literally the same baits that Tackle Warehouse sells for 24 to 29 bucks. You're going to get them from me because I love you guys. You're going to get these for 50% off. So, hook yourself up with a bait and do me a favor. If you haven't already done so, hit that subscribe button so that you can stay up to date with everything that we're doing over here at Monster Bass, because we got a lot of cool things planned for you, and we want to make sure you guys get all that. All right, what else? Oh, last piece of business. These bags. Because they were delayed a little bit. We're gonna start shipping February's bags. Instead of starting on the 5th, we're gonna start on the 10th. So don't get worried. There's no problems. We're just waiting on it. We're just waiting on a bigger supply of the bags, and we're gonna start shipping everybody on the 10th. I know it's a little bit of a delay, and it kind of sucks, but you know, it is what it is. All right. So without further ado, let's get Max on the phone and see what he's up to. Max, how's it going, bro?
What's up?
How you doing?
Okay, it could be better.
Yeah, you had a rough day?
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to talk about it?
Yep. Yeah, sure. So, everyone that's wondering, my YouTube channel, it's been some problems with it. It basically said that my age was wrong and something got tweaked, and it says I'm from the United Kingdom, which I'm not. So YouTube, now that I'm getting bigger, looked into that and found out it was wrong. And if the problem's not fixed, it's going to get deleted. Hopefully, it gets fixed. We submitted a code for us to fix it. They needed the confirmation it was us, and it takes a month to process. So basically, what I'm saying after all that is I don't have access to my channel for 1 month. I don't have access to any really main things with my Gmail for 1 month. And then after 1 month, I should get them back, and I should be good to go. So fingers crossed.
All right, fingers crossed, Max. I'm going to slide over so that I'm still on the screen. Yeah, I'm really sorry to hear that that you had that. But remember, listen, all you can do is acknowledge it. There's nothing you can do about it for the next 30 days. So, you know, sweating about it and worrying about it for the next 30 days isn't going to make 30 days go by any quicker. So,
Yep.
You know what? Be upset today. Let it go. Tomorrow's a new day. You know?
Probably just going to hide in my hidey hole and play some video games.
You mean in the strip club?
Let the time pass. In the strip club, oh yeah.
You know, with the strip club lighting. It's amazing. I think you started a trend, Max. Like, the more I see the lighting around your room, like, I've seen all these other kids that have strip club lighting in their bedrooms too. Like, where did that fad come from? Like,
it all really started on the app TikTok. Like a lot of the famous TikTokers were putting them up for the good lighting, and I thought it would be nice to have live streams and stuff, so I bought them. Funny story, first ones I got had them for like 9 months, then they broke. So it was
famous TikTokers. Are we talking like world famous TikTok Rocky Top, or are we talking like even bigger?
We're talking like even bigger, like people with like 2 million.
Oh, that's crazy. Really interesting. As I'm listening to you, I'm kind of peeking over, and there's a few comments that I've seen that are pretty funny. Like someone just said, Bad Bass Gavster said my toilet.
Oh God, that has strip club lighting.
Club lighting. I love that. Hey, Max. Speaking of strip clubs, is your mom there?
Oh yeah. Hey.
Hey, what?
You think I don't get that joke?
You know, Max. We joke with Max all the time because
Mom,
Max's parents.
are you watching?
Max's parents are randomly
I don't know
there.
where my intro comes
You know, every week he has them different.
Mom was watching, you guys.
What's up?
And every week, hey, how you doing?
Mom was watching.
She needs mics.
Oh.
Max has the microphone.
Oh.
There we go.
Sorry, I'm getting mic'd up here.
Yeah, no worries. So, you know, we were just commenting on the fact that you know, every week we're like, where are your parents? And he goes, they're not home. And we're like, Max, come on. He's like, no, they're out drinking again. And I'm like, no, they're not. You should hear Max. Max really, like, he lays into you.
Yeah.
So now we're home drinking.
All right. Max, can you hear me?
Yes.
Max, I take everything I said back. You're not a liar. You're absolutely right. Your mom is always out drinking. Good for you. Cheers to that. I love it. So
that was pretty funny.
let me ask you a quick question. So your son is how old? 13?
13.
And he comes to you one day and says, I'm talking to some random 50-year-old guy on my friend Rick, and he wants me to be on his podcast all the time. Were you like stranger danger? Like, what is going on and what is my son doing?
Not stranger danger, but, you know, definitely what is he doing? Really more so, you know, is he okay with his interactions even with you? You know, you're running a company and he's 13 and school and texting and, you know, going on. So, no, I think he does talk to me quite often, and he's always been strong and independent. And as much as, so we talk a lot, and I have been kept, you know, up to date throughout your relationship and the process. And as much as I love intervening and kind of helping him pave his path, he did all this on his own, you know, and I really tried to respect that. Even in going away on podcast nights, that was so that he could focus in, you know, on what he's doing, and not have us. Yeah, but you know, now that it's blossomed further, I'm excited to, you know, help him a little bit more.
Awesome. Well, we really appreciate you, you know, trusting him with us and knowing that, you know, every now and then we have a little bit of fun with it.
Yeah.
Sometimes we have fun with Max at his expense, and but we want you to know that we truly appreciate that you allow him to be a part of this. I think it's really great, and if my son even cared about fishing, I probably would have my son on, but my son's like, fishing, go do your.
Yeah. No, I think, you know, the pandemic and life has been really hard, and him getting into fishing and then growing into monster bass has, you know, been a real positive.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to, you know, help him get even more into it.
Yeah, and I think that, you know, you know, sending him away to military school is the right thing to do. You know?
Yeah.
Nothing says, I love you, son, like sending him away to military school.
Yeah, well, it's not quite away. It's about 10 minutes down the street. But yeah, hopefully that'll be a good thing. I think, you know, he knows what he likes, and yeah, he's 13, but I'm sure you would agree he's going on 30.
Yeah. So, you know, your son voted for Trump.
He did.
And you voted for Biden.
Maybe not.
Well,
I like to keep it.
Son already told me. So,
yeah.
So, what were the conversations like with you? Like, do you have conversations about politics with your son? Like, I was really curious.
Absolutely.
Like because he was very clear. Like, I'm voting for Trump, and I was like, okay, great. Like, tell me why. Like, so when you say he's 13 going on 30, you're kind of serious about it because he has grown-up conversations.
Absolutely. And the conversations really weren't about Trump and Biden as much as they were about, like you said, why are you voting for that person?
Sure.
What do they believe in that you believe in? And I think this year was a good year to show that while I might have voted Democrat, there are a lot of things I like about Republican. And for me, it wasn't about party or, one thing or another. It's just who you are as a person.
Yeah.
And I think the type of person that we're trying Max to be is a little different. And I think we had a lot of good conversations about how you can balance both of those.
But at the end, we do respect each other's opinions.
Exactly.
Well, of
Respect
course,
each other's opinions.
That'd be great. You get to vote for
Yeah.
whoever you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so we, since he was 2, I have wondered why I was not having more simple, easy conversations. It really goes that far back. So yeah, he's
That's great.
but it's fun, even including about fishing and monster bass and being a part of something like this, teaches you who you are and who you want to be and what kind of message you want to send. Good.
Great. It's great.
Yeah.
Well, listen,
I appreciate you guys. Yeah, in the same. I appreciate you, looking out for him the same. This is such a great opportunity. And yeah, at his expense some, but all fun and games and is helping him build some character. And for you guys to be so committed to him, I think, is really great. Because there's not a lot of people out there giving children or teenagers or whoever, this kind of opportunity. So thanks to you too.
So I wanted to let you know. So I sent a package to your house. Yeah.
Okay.
It's in your name, but
Okay.
So Max, I don't know if you can see this, but we ordered your camera, and
Pretty lit.
And for those of you at home watching, so we challenged Max to do some things, and we're big believers in what Max is doing, and we want to help him. So we hooked him up with this camera that he wanted, a Canon EOS M50.
M50.
Yeah, whatever, blah, blah, blah. A bunch of letters and numbers, and I guess it's pretty good. I don't know. The one he wanted. So, Mom, when this comes, you can have a talk with him about making sure he takes really good care of it and whatever you need. Because, unlike your YouTube channel, which you're going to get back, if you break the camera, I didn't buy the protection for it. So
that's okay.
Yeah,
I'm very safe.
Yeah. Don't call me. Don't call me up. Just go get a different camera and don't tell me about it, okay?
Definitely.
All right.
But that won't need to happen because I'm very careful with it.
Sure you are, buddy. Anyway, so yeah, when it comes tomorrow, it's in your name and
okay.
Stuff.
It's coming tomorrow?
Yeah, it's coming tomorrow, Max.
What?
Yeah, we just ordered it with overnight shipping for you, buddy.
Overnight.
That way you got some stuff to do while you're sitting there. You don't have your YouTube channel, but now you got a camera so you can go make tons of content so that by the time it comes out or your channel's back, you'll have so much content it won't even matter. What do you think about that, Matt?
I'm going to brush up on my videographer skills.
All right. Great.
All right. Well,
thanks for jumping on, Heather, and we'll talk to you soon.
Sounds good.
All right. Bye. Cheers. Yeah.
AirPod.
All right, Max. You're having a pretty
What a fancy surprise.
Yeah, you were having a pretty crummy day when you called, and we wanted to make sure that. Ooh, what is that? Are you drinking too?
Yeah, I might be.
Max, you must really
for legal reasons.
Really want to get into military school.
Legal reasons.
Jim Beam, or what are you drinking?
Gatorade.
Okay. Anyways, all right. Well, Max, we've been doing enough talking. Before we go on, I want to do a quick shout out to Drew Durbin. Drew Durbin was the very first person to use the Prop 50 promo code. He hooked himself up with one of these glide baits. If you're just tuning in, we got
Oh, way to go. Woohoo.
It's a live one. We got these glide baits from Chase Baits. They sell on Tackle Warehouse for 25 to 30 bucks. I got a shipment in yesterday, hooking you guys up 50% discount. Just use promo code PROP50, get 50% off. And maybe what we should do is every person that uses the code today will read off your name. I mean, that's probably better than... I don't know. Anyway. All right, Max, we got a really special guest today. This guy knows more about fishing than me. No, that was a joke, Max. Max.
You sure?
No, he doesn't know more about fishing than me. Nobody knows more about fishing than me. If you think you know more about fishing than me, comment down below. If you do one of those, do like a 99-cent highlighted post, ask me any question. Actually, forget it. All right. You ready to go, Maxie?
Yep. So pretty funny comment.
Okay. Let's get this thing rolling. All right, Max. So those of you guys out there, so my next guest, when he finds time, sometimes likes to do the St. Clair Ice Report. Sometimes likes to design product. Sometimes likes to make product. And rumor has it, and we'll probably talk about this, he was like a blogger for like 10 years. I had no idea. I just happened to find him online. So let's not waste any more time. Let's bring in our guest today, Justin Clark, JC Dropshot. How's it going, man?
It's going. How you guys doing?
I'm good. Whoa, look at that hat. I've never seen that before.
I'm okay. Is that a license plate, bro?
Yes, it is.
That's
I like that. I like that.
It's got my tagline on it.
What's your tagline?
Tight line. What? Hold on, I gotta look at it. Camera check. No, tight lines, happy casting. I knew
Happy
it was.
casting.
Yep.
Happy casting. Right on. Well, hey, man, I appreciate you taking the time to be with us today. How's it going?
It's going. I got up pretty early, did some work, then decided to go out and do a nice report today.
Look at you. Oh, look at that, Max. He's got one of those cups
What?
too.
Cheers.
Oh, I could get me one of those.
I need to flip mine around.
It does a
I
good
got it
job
facing
of
the wrong
keeping
way.
stuff cold, Rick. You should get one.
Yeah.
It definitely does.
I'm going to have to. Hey, Max, can you call the owner?
How do you not have one?
Max, I probably got 50 of them in the warehouse.
You know what? I'm going to talk to the owner of Monster Bass
Okay.
to get you one.
Yeah, put in a good word for me and let's get one.
All right. I will.
All right, so JC Dropshot. How many subs we at today? Or ballpark for me?
Hold on, let me look. I am
I actually know already.
9.65.
How many?
9.65.
Dang. Good for you.
See if we can get this channel to 10K.
Yeah.
I have a ginormous box of soft plastic cranks, jigs, terminal that I'm going to give away to one subscriber.
Well, all right. So everybody here, if you haven't subscribed to his channel, go subscribe to JC Dropshot. You get some really great content, and he'll drop some knowledge on you to help you catch better, more fish. So,
All right, listen. JC,
What?
I just found your channel today, and I meant to sub. I forgot. I went back onto YouTube to sub before we started the podcast, and I found out my channel was gone. So
right.
You're missing one right now.
I'm missing one? Okay.
It'll get back to you, I promise.
Well, hopefully,
Just so I'm clear.
hopefully quick.
Max, you just told the guest on our show that you never watched his videos before.
Oh no, I watched his videos.
You just didn't think highly enough to sub?
Yeah,
Okay.
I wasn't thinking that good.
All right, we're gonna.
I watched the ice reports.
All right, so Justin, so you're like one of the busiest guys that I know. You work in this industry, and you have an influential channel on YouTube. How do you find time to do both?
a very loving and supporting wife or supportive wife.
You taking notes?
That's what it comes
Yeah.
down to.
Yeah.
So how many days a year are you on the road?
I have yet to add it up.
It's that many. Huh?
I don't want to add it up. Last year was a long year because normally I have some more downtime in the summer because Michigan basically around 4th of July just kind of goes downhill and we can kind of coast out until show season, and that didn't happen with COVID. It was insanely busy. I had to go to Wisconsin and pull my customers' orders, which is not something that a sales rep normally has to do.
Well, why don't you tell everyone what you do first of all? Because some people are sitting at home scratching their head saying, "What is he talking about?" So,
Well, my day job, I'm actually a sales rep for a fishing tackle distributor, one of the bigger ones in the country. So I cover mainly the lower peninsula of Michigan. I drive a lot of miles. I beat up a truck really quick. So yeah, it's a job that, believe it or not, and Max, this is going to be interesting to you maybe. I wanted to be a sales rep in the fishing industry since I was a teenager.
that's cool.
That is a weird job for a teenager to want, but I actually worked for Cabela's when I was like 16 until in my 20s. I think I was there like 7 or 8 years. And getting to know the reps and hearing what they do for a living, I'm like, I really like that. I want to do that. But I didn't know how to go get those jobs because it's definitely a boys' club. You have to earn your keep. You have to get the relationships built up to get in. It's not easy just to jump in and become a rep in this business. It's really not. It's a very small community, and everybody knows you.
So what'd you do?
Well, I tried to become a fishing guide. I did some first mating on Erie on a few charter boats, which was fun. It's more of a summer work. Did that in my teen years.
Yeah.
Started my own guide service, Raisin River Guide Service. Got on a couple local cable access shows. Had some pretty decent repeat customers, and then honestly got burnt out on fishing industry as a whole. And that's actually something I still struggle with today, but I've gotten better at kind of balancing the work life and hobby and enjoyment side of fishing, which is really tough to do for me. But I'm getting there. And I actually just totally stopped fishing for a couple of years, believe it or not. And when I decided to come back and do that, it was after breaking my back in 2008, 2009, something like that.
Whoa.
Break your back.
I skipped this step.
Well, those years of the off years, I was actually racing mountain bikes and being downhill and air jump and
evil too.
No, I landed on my head and fractured 3 vertebrae. Basically, turned my T9, 10, and 11 into windshield glass. That's shattered. So yeah, broke my sternum as well. So. And that was, as weird as this sounds, that was the best event that ever happened in my life.
Why?
What?
It refocused me because literally I lost a really good job because of the breaking my back. The housing bubble happened, so sales jobs were just trash. And I kind of had to sit back and go, what am I good at in life that I could probably make a little bit of money doing and still enjoy? Because I'm not going to make a lot of money right now because the economy's trash. So I actually ended up moving back home instead of living in my truck, and we'll circle back to living in my truck later. And it just kind of hit me. As blogging was a big deal then, I was like, let's start blogging about fish and fishing. And the very first article that kind of like blew up for me, or blog, was about red ears and how they were introduced to Michigan. And they kind of snowballed from there. I think it was like 30 articles for different publications that actually got published. Michigan Outdoor News, Woods and Water, Great Lakes Angler, and was doing well with that. But then had an opportunity to actually become like a manager / buyer / the go-to guy for a guy that was starting up a tackle store up here on St. Clair, and basically became a buyer and grew into that, learned that part of the business on the fly, on the ground, which was how I like to learn things. I don't like learning things in a classroom. I'm not a classroom person. I'm a real world learner of stuff. I like to fail
So,
and get myself slapped in the face a few times.
so what does it take for a brand to get into retail? Like you can pretty much, I'm assuming that your company pretty much reps just about every major brand.
Yeah, the distributor I work for, you name it, everything from Abu Garcia to Zebco and everything between, I sell. And to get to that level, you have to have sales and be able to support it. You got to have UPCs and stuff, but that's not where you have to start right out the bat. Right out the bat, there's a lot of really good companies that started small. Michigan's a great state for that, and Minnesota, Wisconsin are two other great states, especially on the ice fishing side of it.
Yeah.
Just get a following, brand yourself correctly. Don't call yourself one thing and then try to do 30 million things. Just stick to what you know, what you're good at, grow that really good before you start branching out, and just maximize your efficiency, and then the rest will just happen over time. And just
Either that or get 5 YouTubers that have really big channels and just create product.
yeah, if you have a following, you can definitely do that. I mean, my channel is an extension of my time working at the shop in Lake St. Clair. I started doing, fishing reports and just recording our seminars that we would hold in the store and then posting them. And that's kind of where I started doing YouTube again. I literally went, well, I missed doing the blogs. Blogging's kind of dead, but YouTube's this thing now. So let's start doing that. And now I'm pretty much, I want to try to make this part of my living, if not all of my living, maybe, if I'm lucky. We'll see if I get there.
So 2 things. 1, how long have you been doing YouTube?
Seriously, like I am now, 4 years, maybe
Okay.
5.
Now, can we circle back to you living in your truck?
Let's do that, but first, it's so weird. I almost called him by his channel. Justin, you're like halfway in the screen and halfway out. There. Now you're the other half.
Nope.
Right. Nope.
Center.
A little bit more.
A little bit more.
The other way. No, the other way.
Yeah.
There. No.
Yep.
All right. Perfect. Don't move.
Yes, right there.
Don't move.
Okay. Back to Max's question about living in your truck.
So at the time I had a Ranger with a cap on it.
Okay.
And instead of like my mom, when I was growing up, once you move out, you're out, right? So she's pretty serious about that normally. So I figured that was the case. And I'm like, I want to get back into fishing. I could probably guide for salmon and steelhead. I'm going to become a steelhead bum. I'm going to set up my truck to sleep in it. I'm going to go sit in campgrounds, try to mingle with guides, because at the time I had unemployment. So why not just go for something like this and go try it? My dad did not want to have any of it. So he goes, no, you're coming home. So he's like, you're not doing that. You're coming home. But I had it all figured out. I had the plans drawn up to make the bed and everything. This is before van life and pickup truck camping was even a thing. I wanted to go do this. And now it's actually, it's a big deal. People enjoy doing it. But I wanted to go do that. Well, fast forward to now, I absolutely hate staying in hotel rooms.
Yeah. Might get
Yeah, bed bugs, other people's crap. They don't clean the rooms really good, and it's expensive. When I can get a campground site for $35, have a hot shower, and I have someplace to sleep, i.e. the back of my truck. So I love doing that.
And do you make
Agreed.
money off the stipend? Like your company probably gives you a stipend each day. So if you don't spend it, you get to keep it, or do you have to turn?
Well, I get I don't know how much I can say, but
Yeah, I was just gonna say, let's not get you fired.
yeah,
Never mind.
Yeah,
Scrap that question.
I get
Yeah.
something in my paycheck every month, and I get to decide how to spend it.
Got it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Good deal, right?
So I use it smartly. I don't take out of my pocket. That's the idea.
100%. I love it.
Yeah.
All right. So
I actually ordered a new truck so I can do this even better, by the way.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I was checking out your Instagram. Weren't you getting a new Chevrolet?
I placed an order for a Chevy Silverado 1500 crew cab,
Good truck.
7-foot bed. I'm calling it a 7-foot bed, but it's truly 6'7".
Wow.
with the diesel engine in it.
Ooh, diesel.
So
Diesel.
it will definitely be featured on the channel quite a bit. I will be filming how I build it out and whatnot.
What do you mean how you
Fingers.
build it out? Don't you go to the dealership and say, all right, I'll take that one right there?
I had to special order my truck to get the combination of powertrain, cab size, and bed size. They don't make it that often, and when they do, they're off the lot in 24 hours or less. They have a waiting list for this combination of the truck, believe it or not. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to order exactly what I want.
Yeah.
It's mine. Shows up. No one else can get it because I put a deposit down on it. So, yeah. Hopefully everything goes well this year financially, and when that truck comes in, I'm just going to get her going and build out the bed to sleep in.
I saw a picture of it on your Instagram, and I saw it was white, right?
Yep.
You should put some nice black rims on it. Lift it just maybe a bit.
Not lifting it. Sorry.
Well,
Dude.
not even lifting it, but just some nice.
I am not doing a brodozer, Max. I'm sorry. I can't do that. I can't have little man syndrome like Ike and Skeet Reese and jack those trucks up where they get 5 miles per gallon. I'm not doing it. I'm going to enjoy my 30 miles to a gallon I get on the highway with this truck.
I get the worst gas mileage. So I drive a big Lincoln Navigator, and first of all, it's like the nicest car on the inside, but it's just not cool. I feel, I had to get it because I used to look in the back. I used to drive a Range Rover. I'd look in the back and I'd see he was 14 at the time. I'd see a 14-year-old flanked by twin 7-year-old girls. And I'd look in the back and me, and he'd be like, please help. And I was like, I had to get the third row so I could send the girls all the way to the back, and my son can have a bucket seat and sit by himself. But now
peace and quiet.
Yeah, but now I'm stuck driving this a Sherman tank that gets like 12 miles to the gallon. And I'm like,
how is that even legal in California? I thought they outlawed those out there already.
Yeah, I was going to say, you should get a Tesla.
Yeah. Well, maybe, Max. Maybe. I think I've got
Teslas.
I think I have one more cool car in me, Max. And so I think.
But listen, right?
Here, I'm going to get it something.
So you either got to get a 1969 Mustang.
No.
Or a Tesla. What?
Listen, Teslas are dope. I like those. But I'm not.
It's got 3 rows, and you could watch my YouTube channel on the big screen.
Okay.
And I hear they're going to have an overlanding camping setup on that Tesla truck, man.
Really?
Cross-country trips to come see us over here on the East Coast and go see Sobe and go ice fishing and
nice.
Do it on the cheap.
So, all right. So you got into this industry by basically working the Old Boys Network, and somehow you ended up a blogger.
No, the blogger I just did on my own and happened to post it on the right forum and get in front of the right outdoor writers and people that edit the magazines, and they approached me going, hey, do you want to write some articles for us? Granted, hindsight, I definitely worked way too cheap.
What is a blogger like? What were you make? Like, I don't even know. Like, what's a blogger make per article?
Depending on your status with certain companies, I was working with Outdoor Hub at the time, so I was getting some ad revenue sharing, mainly on the blog. But if I took that blog, tweaked it a little bit, turned it into an article for a magazine, it's getting anywhere from like $50 to $250 an article. So do the math. You know how much it costs to live and function.
Pretty good, isn't it?
No, $50 an article is not really good if you're trying to live and survive. Because think about how many articles you got to write, and there's not enough magazines out there that are willing to pay you, and you can't just have the magazine of Justin. Every article to magazine's you. You know, you might only get 1 or 2, maybe 3 spots.
I mean, like as a magazine. But I don't mean as like a full-time gig. But if you were getting an extra $1,000 a month, if you had a full-time job and you loved the outdoors and you loved writing and you did 4 articles and made $1,000 a month extra and it fed your habit. I mean, I would think that'd be a
side hustle wise. Yeah, it makes sense for a side hustle. But for me at that time, that wasn't a side hustle. That was me just trying to scrape by, pay off my medical bills. I was taking everything I could to make money. So, yeah, that was a rough 3-4 years.
What did you write about from a fishing standpoint? What did you write about?
One of my favorite articles I wrote was the Forgotten Esox of Michigan.
The forgotten what?
Esox. Esox is the
What's an
family.
ESOP?
I was about to tell you, Max, is the family name for northern pike, muskie, and pickerel, like your grass chain, red fins.
Oh.
It's the family name for them. And Michigan actually has 3 Esox species, not counting the subspecies of muskie. And we have northern pike, muskie, and grass pickerel. And grass pickerel doesn't get too big. It's literally like the panfish of the Esox family. It gets, I think the world record's like a pound and 3 ounces or something like that.
Wow.
And I had a lake that I happened to be very consistent at catching them. And it was a cool article. It kind of gave people a bunch of history. And now there's every time on the Facebook groups here in Michigan, someone talks about, is this a grass picker or a pike? My article gets thrown up on there till this day, and I get tagged. Which one is it, Justin? They always get asked, which one is it? It's comical. So, I mean, I wrote that a long time ago, like 12, 14 years ago, and that still comes up. So it's kind of cool.
Wow.
You know what we should be doing? Why don't you get on my my Instagram live on your phone? And instead of it just feeding me, why wouldn't it just feed both of us? They could be watching this on Instagram and seeing both he and I.
Good idea.
There you go. Send me
Oh,
the
so I get
invite,
to be
buddy.
the odd one out. I get to be the
Better out. We want to push everyone to YouTube. You know what? That's a horrible idea. Don't do it.
It's a horrible idea.
No, we need to push everyone to YouTube. Forget it. All right.
That's what I was thinking.
Sometimes
If you're on Instagram, go to JC Dropshot's channel.
yeah. All right. So if you're on Instagram, go to JC Dropshot's channel. Hook yourself up because he's giving away a whole ton of crap, and he just needs to get to 100,000 subscribers. So start working really hard. Tell your friends.
Whoa. Did we jump a step here?
Hey,
We can start with 10K.
Yeah.
I want to get one of those goals off my goal list for the year.
all right. So
Oh yeah, what are your
about
goals?
how you got into the industry. We know you're a rep, and you're you know. Let's before we get into like what your plans are for 2021. So I noticed that there were a couple brands that were on here. What do you forget who they are? What advice do you have for
Smaller?
Somebody wanting to get in this business?
well, let's just skip it. You know, let's go straight to 2021. 2020 was admittedly a tough year for a lot of people. 2021.
There's a lot of goals from 2020 I never got to achieve, but it was still a good year at the end of it all. It just was very stressful. But every year I actually have the same goal as my number one goal every year.
What's that?
To be a better husband. First and foremost.
Really?
Yes. I could always be better at being a husband. And I hope my wife thinks the same way. That, her goal every year is to be a better wife. And that just means supporting each other in our jobs, our passions, our hobbies, our wants and needs. And
how long you been married?
How long have I been married? Is it 7 years now? 7.5, almost
Talk
8.
about being a better husband.
Yeah. Well said, Max.
Well, hey, I was right, though. It's like 7 years. She said 7.5. That's the same number. I just don't count half years.
Yeah.
So going back to 2020. 2020 was a really tough year for everybody. Talk about the impact that COVID had on the fishing industry, the availability of product.
That's a loaded question because there's a lot of things at play here. The unfortunate thing about our industry currently is so much of it is supplied from the Asian part of the world. China, Korea, Malaysia. When I say Korea, I'm not saying North Korea, by the way. South Korea. I just want to make sure we know that. But
Dang it.
that's where it all started, supposedly, right? Is this where COVID started? So those factories got, just thrashed, and Wuhan actually produces a lot of fishing equipment, along with a lot of the other major cities, especially the ones that are along the large rivers. That's where all those big factories are based in China. And they couldn't produce because the factories were shut down. So then the supply chain dried up, essentially. And basically, we're all fighting over scraps for our customers, trying to get them product all year.
Combined.
And
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
and it's not stopped. It hasn't gotten better. It's still going on. Now the struggle is shipping containers. As me and you were talking the other day on the phone, shipping containers is the big issue now because there's product made sitting there waiting to ship, but no containers to put them in to put them on a ship. So it's getting expensive to get product as well. So we're going to probably see some price increases coming that we can't control.
Yeah.
There's no way around it.
Yeah. There, you're spot on. And then combine that with the fact that you had the factories all shutting down, but there was all this fear that the economy was going to tank. And so what you had was every brand was canceling every order that they had with the factories because they were like, oh, nobody's going to be buying product. So we want to cancel this. We want to cut down our order size. And then when the whole flip happened and everyone started fishing, then they were scrambling to call the factories back to place orders. But by that time, the factories, many of which make lots of different types of products, they just had orders for whatever it was. That, they make bowling balls, for example, and they make fishing products. So now they've got all these orders for bowling balls, and they're telling the brands, sorry, but we can't start your order for another 5 months. And so so you have this increased demand, no supply, and then, like you said, increased cost, and all the containers and all the shipping vessels are being used for PPE products. It creates this giant cluster. And I'll be honest, if I didn't bet right, we would have probably have been out of business, because what happened was when COVID first hit, the brands were calling me saying, I got all this product, you want to buy it? And I don't know why, like, I'm not a genius. I can't tell the future. For whatever reason, I said yes. And so, the Z-mans of the world that were like trying to protect their businesses, they want to dump, inventory. I said yes, and I bought everything. And 2 months later, they're all calling me, offering to buy it back from me at an increased cost. I would have made profit selling it back to them. And I was like, no, because at the same time, I wasn't able to then get product for the boxes. I literally probably wouldn't be here today had I not bet right. And now what you're seeing is you're right. Not even, so now you've got all these there's a lack of shipping containers, but now what you're seeing in the Port of Los Angeles is boats will come in packed full of containers and they sit for 12, 21 days. And because everybody at the Port of Los Angeles has COVID, so they don't have enough workers to unload the ships. And then what you have is, like you said, the increased cost. Like, what everyone doesn't realize is that FedEx is raising prices. But they're also tacking on these surcharges. They're calling it the COVID, they're calling it the peak surcharge. So, like, every package I ship out the door, doesn't matter whether you buy a sticker or $200 worth of product from me. They charge me $1 extra per shipment on top of the price increase. So what used to cost me $3, it used to cost me, let's just call it $4 even. It used to cost me $4 to ship a box to a customer. Now it costs me close to $6. That's and if you're shipping, let's say you're shipping, you can do the math. Let's say you ship 1,000 boxes. I mean, that's 2,000. Now you should talk about 25. That's $50,000 more that I'm paying. And I'm not raising prices. So you're right. The industry as a whole, everybody is going to have to start raising prices at some point.
Yeah, it's coming really soon. I know I'm not going to drop the news of who it is, but I already heard one reel manufacturer has to take increases soon, like really soon.
Yeah.
And they actually, some of these companies have had to make a decision of temporarily discontinuing certain models so they can produce more of the more popular stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm a little irritated with the decision on getting rid of a couple inexpensive reels that are really good from this one company. So, and
Are you allowed to say?
no, I it's not a good thing to share before it's news in the market. Yeah, so, and I expect to see everyone have to make those decisions, or they already have and just haven't made it totally public yet. So if you are in need of rods, reels, and fishing line,
get it now
for this next season. Get it now.
Yeah.
Go to your local retailer first, though, please. They need it really bad. They need the help. They need as much cash right now as they can get so they can survive what's coming later this year as the season's peak. They need that cash to survive. They had a great year last year. I mean, what was it, 2019, we had 10.3 million new anglers, and then 2020, at least that, if not more.
Yeah.
And they're saying we'll probably hold on to 30 to 40% of that for 5 to 10 years after this. So this is a shot in the arm that the fishing industry is needed forever. And it just took a small pandemic, and you can't go to movies or play sports to get everybody back outside and enjoying the outdoors. You know, everybody forgot how awesome it is to be outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't wait to go to Northern Michigan, go to my lakes that nobody's ever on, hopefully still, and enjoy a 200-acre lake to myself with 4-pound plus largemouth on topwater. I can't wait.
Yeah. Yeah, somebody said that we should release a new lure called the COVID Chronic. That was James. Yeah. No, it's going to be interesting. Like, and I didn't realize, like, it's interesting how a lot of companies are dealing with it. Like, I bought some sneakers on Adidas.com, and they literally added a line item called peak season surcharge $1. And I think we're going to have to do the same. We're going to have to follow suit with $1, only because it gets to the point where you just can't operate. Like, everyone else is raising their prices, and at some point, if you don't raise prices, you go out of business. And it really, like,
you cannot operate at a loss. That doesn't work in life. It doesn't work in business.
Yeah. One of the main reasons everyone started fishing, though, was, like you said, because of the pandemic. We couldn't go and do stuff, and everyone wanted to go try fishing, and it brought a lot of new people. So that's definitely good. But at some parts, it was bad because, you know, I would be out looking for certain lures that I needed and couldn't find them because everyone was buying, everyone wanted to go fishing, you know. But
yeah,
it was
so
adventuring.
I'll be right back, guys. You guys talk. I got a cough.
So what goals do you have there, Max, for your year?
Well,
besides get your channel back, which we already know that one.
It was to hit 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah, how close are you?
Honestly, I'm at 150, so
okay.
I'm a bit off.
Well, I'll tell you what, you accomplished the hardest goal of any YouTube channel, and that's hitting 100 subscribers. That is the hardest thing you'll ever do on that channel.
Is it really?
Yes, the first 100 is the hardest to get. The second hardest is 1,000. The third hardest is 10,000, and you get the point.
I'm going for it, man. I set my goal. I wanted to hit 1,000 subscribers, and now my goal is just to get my channel back. You know.
Yeah. Well, hey, it's just a bump in the road.
How things can change.
But I tell you what, Rick is sending you a Canon camera, so you should take this month off, and this is going to help you from getting burnout from doing YouTube. By the way, do a whole bunch of videos, no matter what they are, stuff you like to do. Don't worry so much about what the comments are saying. Make what is you, okay? And start stockpiling those videos, and then space them out so that when you're making videos, you can maintain that schedule, and you'll watch your channel grow because consistency. YouTube likes consistency.
Okay.
There you go, Matt.
If that means one video a week, do one video a week. Keep that schedule.
That
Okay.
is the goal. That's the goal. But
Start there.
school's coming back, and that's gonna be hard. During the
Yep.
summer, though, it's definitely gonna be one video a week. During the winter, I don't get to go fishing much.
We're gonna answer all the questions on YouTube, just so you guys know.
You will definitely figure out how to make videos in the winter. I mean, look at me and Burley and Paul. I mean,
Yeah.
if we don't get ice, we can't go ice fishing. But it could be just cold enough that everything else
Let me-
sucks. There's no reason to do
But
anything.
You
So
see,
we got-
here in
gotta be creative.
Delaware, it's very weird, right? It's
Ike
either
is out smashing fish right now, so can you.
I know, but in Delaware, most ponds that I'm usually fishing at, I don't have a boat. I don't get to go out there where
Yeah.
Ike gets to go, you know. But I have these little ponds near me. Well, these little ponds have 2 inches of ice, so you can't walk out on it, but you can't cast on it. So
Yeah.
it really just sucks, you know.
Slack areas, deep holes in rivers and creeks,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
I used to have fun catching creek chubs and storm
Oh.
drains, buddy.
Listen to
On
this.
ice
I got a
jigs.
creek that runs in my backyard, right?
Yeah.
I got a creek runs in my backyard, but during the winter they all go under the rocks, and it's an adventure trying to get them. But actually, there's a video on my YouTube channel. Well, I don't know if you guys can get that, but it's Spider-Man fishing challenge in my creek, and I
Ooh.
use this like little Spider-Man rod, right? And I thought it'd be so funny, but it was actually very okay. The rod
Yeah.
was perfectly fine,
I
caught some bluegill.
I did that
and
with the
creek
Cooking
chubs.
Squad rod.
I'm gonna try to actually do a video with Burley this summer. We're gonna go to the nastiest lily pad filled lake and try to catch topwater bass on Barbie rods
No, you're not.
and just destroy. We're gonna throw 65-pound braid on these things and just wreck them.
What? Oh,
Yeah.
I'm just warning you. I put 12-pound test on these Spider-Man rod because there's a lot of rocks in the creek that cut it. I'm just warning you.
All right.
They do not take heavy line very well.
Yeah.
Guys, what do you say we get to some questions?
All right.
All right. So, Max, I hope you've been, keeping track of some questions. There's been a couple questions that I've seen that I wanna go through. So there's been questions about the Alex Rudd 1.5 square bill, the silent version. Will we have bundles of those? So right now we've got individuals up on the website, and yes, tomorrow we will put a bundle up there where you get a 4-pack at a discount. I think you'll save like $20 off the 4-pack, and that'll be up on the website tomorrow. There was a question about what's the difference between a national versus a regional box, and the difference is really is 2 baits. So the regional is very specific to the area of the country where you live and fish, whereas the national is just more of a random. It's 6 versus 8 baits, and it's they're great baits, but they're good for anywhere in the country as opposed to being very regionalized. There was another question. This one was for you, Justin. I think we've touched upon it, but we'll ask it again. What are your goals for 2021?
Well, we already know what my number one is. That's my goal every year. I want to get to 10K before the end of February. That should be pretty attainable. I want to get back to doing 8 videos or more a month, which is going to be the hardest one this year to do for me, I think. And I want to, and I'm not going to lie, I got a little burnout about 2 years ago, and it affected my fishing. I want to learn to enjoy fishing again and fish for myself and not so much about YouTube.
Yeah. I think it goes up a lot, right? Like, I think a lot of people do that because they're doing it for YouTube, and they forget the fact of why they started fishing in the first place.
Exactly. And this fall, when I was on the road doing all-day meetings with customers, I got done early, and I had my steelhead salmon rod in the truck, and I'm in Ludington. I was in a hotel because I have to have good internet where to send orders in and do all that stuff. And I decided to go to the dam at Hamlin Lake And Ludington State Park is one of the prettiest things you'll ever see in the lower part of Michigan. And just had fun trying to catch some cohos and kings that were in there. I hooked one fish and I freaking loved it and lost him. I was trying to lift him up on the boardwalk.
Mhm.
And I sat back and I was editing that video and I'm like, this is not about me almost catching a fish. It's me actually learning to love fishing again. And I wish I would have realized that while I was filming, but I didn't until I went back and actually watched everything again. And I'm like, wow, kind of cool.
Yeah.
For me. So.
All right, so we're gonna go through a speed round here, Maxie, with some questions. So if you guys have questions out there, comment down below. I'll try and get as many as I can. And
I got one before we start.
so Justin, what companies do you see going above and beyond in the industry?
In terms of performance or in terms of customer service and getting product out?
They didn't really specify. So what?
Both.
Yeah.
I think Okuma's going to make some big gains this year on the reel side of things, believe it or not. So that's good for the West Coast guys, but also they're pretty big for the salmon guys here in Michigan. But I think they're going to make some strides on the general purpose bass side of things for guys this year. Lure wise, I think Z-Man's going to continue to absolutely kill it, and so is Strike King. The reason is because of where their product's made. They've been able to keep supply really good for the most part, even with the demand being so high. They've been one of the better some of the better companies to actually get product from this year.
Well, Z-Man just makes their own for the most part.
Yep, but they also make a little bit of Strike King stuff for them. The Zoo 2 series stuff. That's their formula. They hold the patent on that plastic formula. Strike King, their hard baits, I believe, are still made in Costa Rica, if memory serves me right.
Some of them.
So, yeah, maybe not all of them, but a good chunk of them. So they're still pretty well insulated, from a lot of the Southeast Asian stuff. I think Dio and Shimano might struggle a little bit this year, honestly, though, because of where their home bases are.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially for Dio's warehouse being stuck in California and your guys' governor out there. That caused some issues, buddy.
Speaking of California, I've been giving a lot of thought lately as to where am I getting my son is 15, 10th grade. Got 2 more years left. And there's really nothing that keeps me in California. And the cost of living, I tell people all the time, when I was a little kid, I used to dream about, someday I'm going to have $1 million. And I used to dream about what my house was going to look like. I live in a house that's $2 million. And it's not as nice as the house I grew up in upstate New York that probably was $200,000.
Rick, I think I know where in Michigan you would fit in.
Yeah, where's that?
I know where you would.
Traverse City.
Yeah.
It's right up your alley. There's enough bougie breweries and stuff like that for you. But you're not that far away from nature.
Truth be told, I don't drink beer. I used to drink. I used to be able to sit down and literally I could drink a case of beer when I was in college.
Michigan has some of the best beers in the world, buddy.
I get really full. Every time I have tacos or something, I'm like, oh, give me a Corona, or something. I want a beer. The idea of drinking beer I love. I can barely finish. If I have one beer, I'm so full. Maybe I don't process wheat, or maybe I have some weird thing. I love beer and I can't drink it. So I have to drink red wine or hard liquor.
We got some good whiskey in Michigan.
That gets me
Woodford
as all the men on my team now.
We got Traverse City Distillery makes great liquors. No.
So, all right.
We got options here for you.
All right. Someone's asking what's bothering me. You don't seem like your normal chippy self.
Have you been getting in on the GameStop rebellion?
No, I'm not on the GameStop rebellion. I am very heavily in Alibaba. So a long time when Alibaba went public, I literally diluted everything that I owned, and I bought Alibaba at $68. And today at whatever. It's been at a high of 300 and what's it at? It's at 260 today. So I literally buy that thing like crazy. Like, but I've made some bad choices. You know, I bought 1,000 shares at like 288 bucks, and then it dropped to like 240, and I almost crap my pants.
That's a big loss.
Yeah, no, because I bought it on margin. So,
Ooh.
yeah,
Ouch.
and you know, but then it goes back. But then I buy it when it's low, and then it keeps going up. So, you know, there's that. But back to moving, like, yeah, I give a lot of thought to like, do I need a new warehouse? And if so, where should I put it?
Delaware.
And it's got to be somewhere where I want to live, because I can't see staying in California that much longer because it's so damn expensive.
Yep.
It's so ridiculous that to think that like the house that I live in, you know, a couple $1,000,000 and it's not like spectacular. Like, too much, you know, if you're gonna spend that kind of money, it better be damn good. And every time I go onto Facebook, I get targeted with these beautiful communities in the South with no taxes, and I'm like, God, maybe I should move. So I don't know. Justin, is
Couple
Berkeley
suggestions.
Tackle going to be back on track this year?
Fingers crossed. I'm hoping they are, but I'm apprehensive to say yes at this point in time with just what I'm seeing. Granted, our warehouse is getting tremendous orders from them right now, but none of it's staying in the warehouse. It's gone instantly as soon as it's on the shelf.
Yeah.
Same with Rapala. Companies are having to make some tough choices and not produce certain products so they can produce their staples, their money makers.
Yeah.
Now, the Flicker minnows, Flicker shads, I don't foresee them being in bad shape on those this year at all. Those are huge money makers for them here in the Midwest. So I don't see them being issues. But we'll see what happens. Somebody else also asked, what's the best camera to start filming with? If you own a smartphone, that is the best camera to start filming with.
Totally.
If I had this when I was in high school, dude, I would have been a Guggen before there was even a Guggen squad, because I would have jumped on board in a heartbeat, you know. I mean, I look back at it. I mean, when I was guiding, I should have been making videos. I really should have. That's when YouTube kind of got started. So, you know, we all miss them occasionally. Sometimes we hit, sometimes we don't.
So, speaking of the Guggens, did you see that they sold their company?
That is interesting, because I know the press release said they've sold everything, but then Lunkers was on Dave Mercer's podcast.
Yeah.
And he's claiming that
Yeah.
they didn't really sell it all. And I'm like, I don't know what to believe.
I don't know that you put out a press release and lie. I think what happened was, and again, I'm just guessing. I think what happened was they want to make sure that everyone knows that they'll still be a part of it. And so you make the claim that you're not, but I don't see a respectable venture firm putting out a press release and then lying their face off. I just don't.
Yeah, and I took a look at that venture capital's firm's website.
Yeah.
They look pretty young and new to me.
They do.
Yeah.
They do.
And I'm not talking about the people they put on their website. I'm talking what they're doing. They look fairly new.
For sure.
So
For sure.
we'll see what happens.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. I think.
I mean, I can't really hate on somebody that basically begged the industry to pay attention, and they said, I'm gonna do it myself because you're not paying attention to me.
Yeah.
I can't blame somebody for just saying, screw it and do it myself.
Yeah.
That is the most American thing you can do, you know?
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
It really is.
Yeah.
And more power to them. Enjoy. You know what I'm more excited about? iCast.
Yeah, I am too.
In person iCast. Last year was just awful.
Hold on. Hey, Max, you okay, buddy?
I think he was having a nosebleed issue over there or something.
Well, it's the strip club lighting.
Yep, nosebleed.
It's all that dry
I'm
air,
all
buddy.
good.
Okay, buddy. I just, I'm worried about you. All
I'm gonna go take care of this.
right, go.
Warm water, then cold water.
Yeah, someone's asking about will we see Beast Coast jigs in the box? We might. Listen, I'll put any brand in the box that's reputable, but they also have to be able to come up with the quantity of inventory necessary to go in the box, and that for many companies becomes the largest order that they've ever had in their lives. You know, when you go and say to them, hey, I'd like to buy whatever the number is, 25,000 jigs, and you know, that's a lot of jigs.
Yep. Well, I remember Super K when I did that jig just for the Midwest box for them.
Yeah.
They were like, holy crap. That was a lot of jigs.
Yeah. And so I don't know. You know, I am having you know, we did monster, you know, I'm going to make, it's no secret, I'm going to make one line of baits, Monster Bass, and we are we're coming out with tungsten, because tungsten to me is like the biggest scam in the industry. It's all made at 4 different factories, and it's so overpriced. So I'm just gonna go make tungsten at the same factories that the biggest brands in the industry make them at, and I'm gonna sell them factory direct. I'm gonna literally and make it so you don't have to buy 3 packs. You want to buy one, buy one. To me, it's so unnecessary to be gouging people for that type of a price point.
There is definitely a few companies that gouge on tungsten. There's quite a few that are actually at the fair price too now, which is nice to see. So the competition's starting to correct the market, I think, there. So that's good to see.
Yeah. So yeah.
Tungsten's one of those things I know more than the average bear on. So
Nice. See, we had a question. Is Max okay? The answer is yes. We had a question. These seem to be selling quickly off the website. Will we do a second round? I don't know. So if
am I getting one? That's the most important question now. Am I getting one?
Maybe. I don't know. You want one?
I want to go catch a muskie or northern pike on it, and then maybe I'll do some stupid challenge video where I fish giant swim baits for smallmouth out here in St. Clair if I get time.
Yeah, we should do that. For those watching right now, these are the Chase Baits prop dusters. They sell for $25 to $30 on Tackle Warehouse. I'm gonna sell them at 50% off today. Just use promo code PROP50. Hook yourself up with one. What else we got? Any other questions? Sports Freak 76 says, Max, cocaine is a hell of a drug. But
I didn't want to go there.
He was quoting Rick James. What else? Any other $5 super chat? Who did a $5 super chat?
Bass Rich.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Oh, Bass Rich, ask a question. Anyone that does a super chat, this is my first super chat ever. I will.
Well, there you go. Congratulations,
Rick. I got the Chase Baits Monster Bass Red. Those things are amazing. Caught so many bass. The Chance Base Monster Red. Fishing addiction. Fix the grammar because I can't figure out what you're saying. Can we talk about? Okay, Bass Rich, you did a super chat. So I'll answer anybody that does a super chat. I guarantee it.
I'm all good.
Welcome back, Max.
Max, we had a super
Cheers
chat.
to Bass Rich.
Yeah, he had a question.
Cheers to. What's his question? I don't see
He
a
wants
question.
to know.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Can we talk about how hot Max's mom is while he's gone? Oh, his poor face is going to turn red now, Rick. I'm sorry.
All right, Max. I didn't even hear that. So, hey, I've just been told, like, if you refresh your page, for those of you that are watching, the super chat button, I guess, will come up. I don't know anything about super chat.
I love super chats.
I've never
How
had a
do you
super
do
chat.
it?
So, Max, listen, they paid $5. We got to answer the question. So your mom's
Should
married.
I just go get my mom?
Why don't we just take a vote in the chat right now?
Remember, she's watching.
And the chat can vote. That's why I'm saying me and you stay out of it, Rick, and let the chat vote.
I think we should not touch that. Bass Rich, I'm going to keep it back. I want it back full. But Max, I am curious to know what's in your refrigerator. You've never shown your refrigerator.
Okay, that's a really personal question, but you know what? My parents are home. They don't care. I'm taking you out there. I'll show you what's in my refrigerator.
Oh, here we go.
Max, wait, hold on. Max, wait, stop. Max,
Mom
stop.
is
Max,
so
stop.
confused
Max.
with what's going on.
No, Max, stop. Just for a second. Stop. Don't.
We are off the rails.
What would your parents do right now if you just walked downstairs, opened the fridge, cracked open a Miller Lite, and said, "You know what? This stuff's not that good, Mom. Next time, make sure you get me some Coronas." What would she say?
I don't know.
Or Max,
I want me to do it.
Oh, Max, wait. Is your dad funny? Does he have a good sense of humor or not really?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, he does.
I want you.
But he just had surgery,
Oh,
so I don't know.
Is he okay?
Yeah, he just got a little
Max.
thing.
Okay, Max. Has he ever seen the movie Old School or Wedding Crashers?
Your mom works in childcare and could lose her job.
Max.
Oh.
Max, has your father ever seen or your mother ever seen Wedding Crashers?
Yes.
Okay, I want you to run into the kitchen and yell, "Mom, where's the meatloaf?"
Yes, that is very. I do that all the time.
Oh, you
Listen,
do?
we run into a
That's not
roadblock.
very funny.
Mom says she works in childcare and could lose her job.
Yeah.
Not over the meatloaf thing. Just do it. Go for it.
Max,
Or she hears it.
Mom, meatloaf. Yeah, Max, don't worry about it. If your mom loses her job, there's always I guarantee she'd be a really good delivery driver for Domino's. And think about this,
Yeah.
she'd bring home pizza all the time.
Domino's is trash.
They're crusted.
So you want to see what's in the fridge or not?
No, they're trash.
Listen, if my kid just by chance happens to watch this one day, which he never will, so I don't have to worry about it. I need him to keep believing that Domino's is great because I can't afford to feed him and his little friends that sleep in the back house. Oh, Max, what do you got there?
Then go
Hold on.
get Little Caesars.
Oh,
then
Max.
it's even cheaper.
Max, you have the best. I'm gonna hold on. No.
Is it healthy enough? Does it?
No. Show
Fridge lighting.
The Texas
Fridge lighting.
The Texas Pete is by far the best hot sauce.
Oh,
Of the random ones. What else you got?
Worcestershire sauce, ketchup, yeah, salt, Sweet Baby
Barbecue
Ray's.
sauce.
Max.
I'm a big barbecue sauce, but only Sweet Baby Ray's.
Okay.
But wait.
Oh, we got a super chat from David Dunbar.
Thanks,
So the
David.
prop baits from Chase, I see they're selling quick. Will there be a second round?
We have a second refrigerator.
I'll tell you what, David Dunbar, you paid for a super chat. If you want a second round, you email me at rick@monsterbass.com and I'll hook you up with a promo code just for you.
All right, listen to this though.
Wow.
We got a second refrigerator.
Rick's email is now flooded with people asking for promo codes.
I don't care. Oh my God. Wait, whose is that? Is that in your dad's bedroom?
No. Okay.
Max, is that your dad's bedroom?
Take that shorts box and throw it in the trash. Did I just see that?
I know.
That
for my
carbonated
aunt.
water. Ugh.
It's for my aunt and my mom. They like the White Claws.
Well, that's okay. They're women.
Did they sit around on Friday nights watching like a Friends marathon, drinking White Claws?
Yes.
No way. For real?
Pretty much, yeah. Mom,
those
how
are
many
disgusting.
nights do you and Aunt Heather sit around drinking White Claws and watching like a series?
Not as often as we'd like to.
Not as often as they'd like to.
Ask your mom if she's really excited for the revival of Sex in the City.
Are you very excited for the revival of Sex in the City?
That's a no.
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 She did say that she takes shots of Fireball, though.
Oh, I do shots of Fireball. Maybe you know what we should do?
Do you really?
Episode or every
Rick takes shots of Fireballs.
Every live stream, Max, what do you say? Your mom comes on and we do a shot of Fireball and we tell stories about when you were a little kid.
You know what? That would be a terrible segment, and I completely disagree.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Stories of Mac's childhood. We could have like that really nice
Yeah,
old
why don't
school
you show me
music
making
playing.
a little bathtub?
Oh, we can do that right now, can't we?
I gotta tell you something, Max. My son, I used to I have this little picture of my son from when he was little, and he says the same thing. He's like, he goes, "Can you please take that down?" He goes, "My friends come over to the house and they see this picture of me naked," and I'm like,
At my old house, we had a picture of me as a baby, and it was just me and my butt. That's it.
"Me and your what?"
And I'm just so thankful that my parents didn't put it up at this house. It's a picture of my butt.
Ah,
Like, it's me sitting like this.
It is now going on the wall, Max. Your mom's gonna see it and plaster it.
Oh,
She's
totally gonna put it in my room.
She's gonna order a fat head for it.
James
And put it
Pollock,
on the
you are
wall.
100%. That's why he's on the show. He's
And this is my dog.
100%. James Pollock is 100% right.
Ah,
I'm
the
giving
good old
it to
days,
Mom.
buddy.
You can talk to Mom.
Well,
I handle another nosebleed.
There she is. Uh-oh.
Talk to Mom while I have a nosebleed.
Again?
What is your kid doing?
She needs the other headphone. Needs the other headphone.
Oh, you need the other headphone. It's the wrong one.
Huh? Oh, you have my headphone. Whoops.
Hello. Good.
There we go.
There I am. Yeah, we just don't condone, those types of behaviors on video and where there's proof.
Which kind?
Any that
Any
could
behaviors?
jeopardize a job.
You look like a
I know.
driver. You seem like you'd be a good driver, though.
Yep. Max actually just asked. He was watching Northwoods Law and said, "Isn't it illegal to drink with a beer or drive with a beer?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yeah, of course." And he was like, like, have you guys feel like I've seen that happen a time or two? I was like, you definitely never ever saw that in your whole life. That never occurred. But they're getting too smart.
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn Northwoods Law.
So your son has a nosebleed.
He does. He has.
Can't you guys
He gets
get
them.
Tell them that I said this is the best episode we've had so far.
Yeah.
So
yeah, good topics tonight.
I think we're gonna do an episode live from your house one day.
Okay.
And
We can do that.
how far are you from like Dover?
Not far, about 45 minutes.
So that's the closest airport?
Oh no, there's one in Newcastle. Well, the closest like where you
like to fly.
No, Philly. You would need to come into Philly or BWI. Philly or Baltimore. Philly's closer. It's about 40 minutes.
Rick's flying us in.
He's gonna go live from our house.
I had another question, and just so you know, anyone that asks super chat questions because they're paying money, we gotta ask it. We gotta answer it. So someone's asking you, what's the best pickup line you've ever heard?
Talk about blushing, Max.
We can tell Max he just has to have earmuffs on, right?
Yeah, well, he can't hear anything. I don't know.
Wow, you really are blushing.
I know. I don't think that girls get as many pickup lines as guys think they do.
Yeah, I would agree because I think most of us are afraid.
Can you just get a comparison real quick?
Come on.
Oh, Max.
I don't even know what it's about. Yeah, no, I think that guys think that happens all the time, and it doesn't.
Hey, Dad came out of his hole.
Oh, perfect. Just in time.
Do we get to see Dad or no?
Oh, no, he didn't. No.
All right.
Dad is laid up.
I want to say
Dad took one for the team.
Yeah. All right. I want to say thanks to Bass Rich for all these super chats. I'm gonna send you a free free Chase Bates prop duster because you basically paid for one anyway. So, thank you. All right. Well, listen, it's probably getting past Max's.
Bye.
All right. Bye, Max. I think we got to get going. It's getting past your bedtime. And
This is the longest live we've ever had. This is definitely our best episode. Super fun.
okay, great.
Cheered up my day a bit.
Wow. Okay. All right. Well, listen, Max, you got any last questions for Justin?
No.
Ooh, gold.
Actually, yeah, I did see one question.
Ooh.
It was a while ago. I meant to ask it. Someone asked, what's a good trolling motor for them because they need a new one. I don't have a boat. I don't think Rick has a boat, so
Trolling motor for a bow mount, Ultrex if you do any type of bass fishing. But
Yeah.
nice thing about the Ultrex, you can also troll with it really nice because you have that nice controller. In fact, I just installed one on my boat.
fancy.
And I would like to thank Pure Fishing for the money to be able to afford one of those because they're not cheap.
Wow, Bad Bass Gavster just did a $4.99 super chat.
Gee, maybe I should host the live next
What
time.
question do you have? Either that or you're just the nicest guy ever because he just gave us $4.99.
I just want to point out that I showed up and a whole bunch of firsts happened. I'm just saying.
Wow. So I want to say thank you to JC Dropshot because I am now, my net worth has increased by $35.
It's probably more like 20 after YouTube takes their cut of that.
Oh,
35.
did they really take a cut of that?
Yes, they do. Yes,
No
they do.
way.
What?
Really? Oh,
Yes,
God,
they
that's-
do.
Yeah.
So you just bought yourself a couple Domino's pizzas there, buddy. That's all you did.
All right, we're gonna give
Send me one.
Bad Bass Gavster the title of the
Of the
nicest
nicest.
nicest person ever. And why don't we send him like a bait bag or something? I don't know. These new bait.
I need a whole bunch of those bait bags because I need to switch out my bait bags in my boat to be nothing but
Wait.
MB bags.
I just want to show something real quick. Jared, don't take me off. Don't do like one of those another pranks.
Watch this. We're gonna take him off. He's gonna. There you go. And just like that, he's gone. God, finally we have a show.
Is he back?
We're gonna do nothing with this time. We're gonna have 20 seconds of silence, just so that we didn't even use the time wisely. That we literally took him
I'm
off.
gonna track down Bad Bass Gavster to give him a bait bag. He wants one.
All right, Bad Bass Gavster. Email me at rick@monsterbass.com and we'll place the order for you right now. I need your address though, bro. All right.
Don't put it in the chat.
How are we gonna know it's him?
Oh, that's true.
Email.
Bad Bass Gavster, what's your real name? Because if not, I'm going to get 100 emails from people saying that they're Bad Bass Gavster. He's going to come on next week and be like, you didn't send me crap. I'm like, wait a minute, what are you talking about? I sent 100 bags out.
Rick, I'm just happy we did not get swatted tonight. So
Gavin Moy. Moye.
Oh, Rick. He's
What?
the one who won the backdrop.
Did
Oh, is that your cousin from Alabama?
No. What? I don't have a cousin in Alabama.
Uh-oh. Rafi's running to the office, which means that the backdrop hasn't been mailed yet.
Well, it'll send it together.
Madison, Alabama. We got it.
Madison, Alabama. So that guy
We
is.
got you, Gavster.
So why don't we take the backdrop, put it in one of these, and then mail it?
Perfect.
Redo the whole polybag thing. All right, Gavin, you're getting yourself some bait bags. All right.
So listen to this, right? I've been saving all my baits for these bait bags. This is a Tupperware, not a Tupperware. This is a bin full of baits.
Why don't you put them in your tackle box?
Because there's not that much room in my tackle box. So I'm waiting for bait bags.
All right. So listen, homie, it's past your bedtime. And I know you want to go home and you want to crack open a couple cold ones downstairs with your father, make sure he's good, and talk about the pro sports the pro sports team that's in Delaware. So why don't you ask one final question of Justin before we let him go, and we'll let you go so you can go to school or go to bed.
What's your favorite fish to catch? Like favorite fight?
You know what?
My number one favorite fish to catch. Should I be cheesy and say whatever's on the end of my line? Or should I be honest and say pumpkin seed sunfish? Hands down, my
Honest.
favorite.
Why?
They're one of the prettiest fish you're going to catch. Lake St. Clair grows absolutely massive pumpkin seeds.
Okay.
And I grew up catching sunfish.
Yeah.
Everybody loves, and I love chasing sunfish with bass techniques, but downsized.
Hmm.
It's kind of how I got a little bit of notoriety out here on St. Clair, actually drop shotting for panfish.
Hmm.
Hence the name JC Drop Shot.
There you go. There you go.
Ding, ding, ding.
Listen, I really appreciate you coming on the show. I know we've been trying to get you on for a long time. I know you're a super busy schedule. If your wife's listening, thank you. I know we kept him longer than we said we were going to, but yeah, I think it was a pretty good day, and really appreciate everything you do and how you support the brand, and it means a lot to me. And if there's anything we can do to help grow your channel, please let me know.
Always ways we could grow the channel. Like, everybody go subscribe right now.
Yeah.
We got a super chat.
We got a super chat from Patrick Schaefer.
Schaefer.
Ask a question. Anyways.
I got it.
All right, guys, let's say goodbye to Justin.
No, Patrick, he's got a...
Oh. To help with shipping my next bag in February.
It's a $4.99 bribe.
Oh. Thank you.
That is awesome. That was good. I like that one.
I like that. Hey, can you ask in the survey next month if we were to offer priority shipping but charge for it? Would people be interested in that?
Sure. You asked that in September. You know that.
Oh, I did?
Yeah, I do all the surveys. You did.
I want priority shipping, but I won't pay for it.
Oh, yeah, of course. Everybody wants something for free. Anyways. All right.
I said I'd pay for it.
Thanks, Max.
I got to say thank you for all the subscribes tonight, by the way.
Get a couple?
More than a couple there. That was nice. Thank you, guys.
Oh, great.
Appreciate it.
That's so good. Thank you, guys, everybody that went out and subscribed to JC Dropshot's channel. We really appreciate it. His name's Justin, but I'm going to keep calling him by his channel name because it's sticky. And
Zona wishes he had a nickname like mine, by the way.
Oh, I would love to get that guy. Yeah.
Hit me up, Rick. I'll see what I can do.
Okay, that'd be great. That would be great. So,
It's the
all right,
most
man,
electrifying man in fishing. I'm telling you, he's amazing.
Let's talk about that. Let's schedule some time to talk about that because I think that I'd like to do more than just have him on. I'd like to see what we could do to have him be part of the brand. I know that would take money and everything, but it's worth a conversation. So,
Hey, Rick.
Get with striking.
Yeah.
David Dunbar not only sent in a $5 super chat about the chase baits.
Yeah.
But he also bought some chase baits.
Oh, David Dunbar. Thank you. I'm glad we're hooking you up with some chase baits at 50% off. All right, man. Listen, Justin, it was great having you on the show. Really appreciate it. We're going to say goodnight to you, and I hope that you have the rest of the year is a good one. I hope you're a better husband than you were yesterday, and I hope tomorrow you're even better than you were today. So thanks for being on the show, and we'll talk with you soon.
Thanks for having me, guys.
All right, man. Take care.
Later.
All right, bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, Max, what do you say? That was pretty dope, right?
That was the best show that we ever had.
Oh, was
That's
it?
what I say. For an hour and 46 minutes
So what you're
far.
saying is it's got to be a long show to be a good show?
No, I think we still have good shows when they're short, but the fun and the talking to mom and the getting the camera.
Hold on.
Very fun.
Can you look up Jason Ballard for me in Shopify and look at his order today? This guy,
all 9 limited boxes.
All
today.
9 of the boxes that I put on sale today. That's amazing. If he ordered that, we got to hook him up with something. I mean,
Is he Cassandra Ballard?
I don't know.
Jason Ballard. National Series Box 3, National Series Box 2, National Series Box 1, National Series Box 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1 again.
Wow.
Damn, son.
Let's send him some. Let's send him an order of.
He did regional 1 through 6 and national
1 through 3. Yeah. Let's that guy. Let's hook him up with. Let me send him 5 bait bags.
All right.
Wow, bro, Jason Ballard, thank you so much. And for those of you that are wondering where this came from, because that's a truly unpublished special. So I've got this. Go to our website, sign up for text messaging. We're gonna publish twice a week. We're gonna have text message only specials. They're gonna be unpublished. You won't find them on Instagram. You won't find them in the newsletter. And I'm literally gonna, offer you guys my VIP list. Who's ever on my VIP list, you're gonna get. Yeah, you got it, Maxie. VIP.
Oh yeah.
Exclusive access to unpublished offers all the time, just like this chase bait one, which I wanted to make sure because I needed to publicize this one. But you'll get so many good deals off the text messages. It'll be great. I'm gonna do another one on Saturday, the last day of the month. If I have any Strike King boxes left, I'm gonna come up with some specials. So, but Bass Rich,
$2
chat offers. I mean, yeah, why not? But how would we do a super chat offer? Like,
I got an idea.
Okay, what's your idea?
Super chats get you 1 or like 3 mystery stickers.
3 mystery stickers. Like for free? Or like you place any order and you get 3 stickers for free, or
Like $1, like $1 per super chat equals like $2 per super chat equals a sticker or something like that. Or like a super chat for a sticker.
Yeah. Listen, we can do whatever. All right. What do you say, Maxie? What do you say we call it a day?
I say we call it a day.
All right.
That's what I say.
Listen, man, I really appreciate you reaching out, and I'm sorry I had a really crappy day. Like I said to you before, right? I think it's important to acknowledge. Wait, or was it Prop 50? Yeah, all right. So one last time, you want to get one of these baits that sells at Tackle Warehouse from $25 to $30. I'm selling them on the website, 50% off today. Use promo code Prop50. You'll get hooked up with no limit. Buy as many of these as you want, 50% off. Crap, you can go 50% off and then resell them on Amazon or eBay yourself for the full price and probably make money. So, Maxie, like I said before, if I can give you any advice, there's no point in dwelling on something that's negative, right? Because everything that your life is a manifestation of what takes place in your mind. So there's nothing wrong with acknowledging the crappy situation that happened with YouTube today, but then saying, okay, and then letting it go, and then focusing on something else. Turn this negative into a positive, right? We're sending you a camera. Go use that camera. Make a ton of content and go build your other channels. And YouTube will be there waiting when you get back. You know?
Yep.
All right. And then,
will do.
And go thank your father for all the help he gave you in trying to get your channel back.
Okay.
You're really lucky. You know that, right?
Yes.
What? Why?
Because I was offered a great opportunity to do this podcast with you.
No.
And because I have great parents.
What? Say that again?
I have great parents.
Yes.
Who are actually alive.
Correct. And actually give a damn. Because you know what? I don't know your parents, but they seem like really genuine people. And holy crap.
Holy swoops. Hold'em Hook TV. Thank you so much.
Yeah, Hold'em Hook TV. I mean, we gotta send him.
Whoa.
What do we send this guy?
I don't know, but this just changed the whole subject completely.
I think we send this guy a 4-pack. Hold'em Hook TV. What's your real name? Holy crap.
Gee, Wally.
Gee, Wally is right. Here we were talking about Max's parents, and we totally ditched that conversation because somebody gave us $24.99.
That'll pay for a full regional. Or not regional.
Wow.
National.
Hold'em Hook TV. We need to know your real name, and I need you to email me at rick@monsterbass.com. I want to send you something. Why don't we send him a 4-pack of the Alex Rudd? Why don't we send him the 4-pack of because Katie's creating a bundle. He gets a 4. Let's give him a 4-pack of the Alex Rudd limited edition square bills. It comes in a bait bag and it comes with a new Rudweiser sticker. I say we send him that. Oh my God, David Dunbar just gave $10.
What's going on?
All right, David Dunbar. Are you keeping track of all this stuff? Okay, we got to send David Dunbar something too. Guys, David Dunbar, you got to send me like your name and
I got David Dunbar because he bought.
So oh, okay, that's right. That's right. Holy crap.
What are we sending Dunbar?
I mean, I don't know. Like, just keep track of their names and the amounts, and let's just send them all something. This is crazy. I mean, at this point, at this rate, we might have enough money to send to help pay for Max's military school education, or at least.
Well, actually, it's free. Charter school.
Oh, you're not even going to like a real private school. You're just going to like one of them charter schools.
Well,
Hook TV said
kind of
nice to you also. I'm going to see if I can find his name in
here.
You know, maybe David did say, "What's going on, Max?" Maybe he's putting that towards me.
Oh, there's his name, Michael Pregine. Thank you. That was really nice of you. I really appreciate what you just said.
Oh, I got him. I got Michael.
Everything you do is awesome, Rick. Keep it up, bro.
Stripper eyeing.
No need for anything. Just supporting someone that's always shows love to his customers. Rick, you're like a stripper eyeing that corner.
All right, Maxie, listen. Yes, you're a very lucky dude. You have parents that really give a damn.
Yeah.
And they really.
They're super supportive.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, I mean, I hope you realize, like, honestly, just how lucky you are. Because there's a lot of kids out there that don't get the same support that you get. And their lives are totally different, and they're left to fend for themselves. And then later on in their life, they're dealing with their father wounds or their mother wounds and all these different things that you don't even know what I'm talking about. And I can tell you this. You're not always going to agree with them. You're not always going to, you know, and all that. But even when they piss you off, you got to know that they got your best interest at heart.
Yeah.
All right.
Definitely.
All right.
Deuces, people. I guess this is my exiting.
All right.
About 2-hour show. This is amazing.
Get out of
Thanks for Fishing Addiction for the 99-cent super chat, by the way.
Yeah, bro. Thank you. Okay, Maxie. I think it's time to say peace out to you, yo. All right. See you later, buddy.
See ya.
All right. Bye. All right. Well, that was one happy show. I want to say thank you if you're still watching. I really appreciate all of this. And there's still time. Go ahead. I'll head over to Burley Fishing. Check out their podcast. Tell them I sent you. Let's invade Burley's podcast. And let's go blow up his chat and tell everyone that we're coming over to see him. I'll see you guys over there. Everybody that did these super chats, it's amazing. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Whether it's Fishing Addiction giving 99 cents or David Dunbar, who bought all those boxes today and then gave us a super chat, or
Hold'em Hook TV.
Hold'em Hook TV for $24.99. That's amazing. Thank you so much. I think, you know, we should come up with some nonprofit that we like donate all the super chat money to, or something that helps either kids or military. I don't know. We'll come up with something. So anyways, guys, thank you so much. Have a great night. Much love to all you guys. I'll see you next week. Thanks.